train yards, thinking about graveyards. I wonder, Lord, what would they ever write on mine? Another soul laid to rest on cold Montana morning, just trying to make it north of 49.
Got up to the trap line a little bit late here today, as you can see, but some extra fun. I went to unload and I got the one sled off. I got it parked in the bush there for the morning, but went to unload the 900 here and it wouldn't drive. It was like the brake was stuck on, so took a quick look in, and I don't know if you can see down in there, but the brake rotor is froze solid in there. So I'm just in the process of taking these guards off here. Gonna chip away at it here tonight, and then yeah, fun and games. But don't really have a great set of tools here, but I'm gonna make do. That's the way she goes sometimes. Yeah, so now I got it opened up, it's not so bad. I can work on that, but yeah, I don't know why this drain hole doesn't, it's open there, so I don't know why it wasn't flowing out, but I'll get this all patched up and we'll get into the cabin, get it warmed up, and I might make a second trip out here tonight to grab other stuff. Well, this is home for the night. Doesn't look like much, but my water ended up freezing. I left on the trailer here last week, and so this water jug's froze solid, and I don't know if it leaked or not, but I see there's a pile of water in the bottom, so I'm kind of wondering. But hopefully it'll be thawed out by morning. For now, we're just going to heat up. I leave water in here. I just shove paper towel in the spout. That way mice can't get in there. So I'll have water here right away in this, and then I'll have some water to wash my hands with from the snow. A couple water bottles thawed out. So I got some wood that was left in here, and I grabbed another armload here for the night. I burned about 5 or 6 pieces of that overnight. This stove probably works. I've never actually hooked it up. It was when I first came up here, but I have no sense of smell, and I'm always worried about gas leaking and blowing the cabin up, so I unhooked that one just in case, and I cook on this one here. It's got 3 burners, works really well, and I always turn the gas off when I'm done just to make sure, because like I said, if it's leaking, I would have not a clue. I'd just end up blowing the roof off this place when I spark up. So got a bed with a really worn spot in the middle. I don't use this one. This is my guest bed. A bunch of tools and stuff for working on the cabin. And then I just use Cabela's cot and spare chair underneath, table. Got hooks up top here for skinning stuff if I need. And then these 2 barrels are what I transport all my bedding and stuff in once a year, usually at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year kind of thing. So all my bedding and my spare clothing and everything's inside there, so it's all mouse proof. Yeah, I got a little solar radio that does Bluetooth and picks up CSCW pretty well, so that's what we tend to listen and hear unless there's a hockey game on. A friend made this wood stove for me. Works pretty awesome. The one behind it there has a whole bunch of cracks and stuff in it. It was leaking pretty bad, so it was either plus 40 in here or it was dead. So yeah, a friend of mine ended up making this wood stove up for me, and it's absolutely perfect for this cabin. So I've never had an issue with it, and I can throw if I feed it at midnight. I'm good till about 7 o'clock when I have to put more wood in it again. So, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna have probably a whiskey since my waters aren't ready, and I write down in my journal what I got done today or didn't get done today, I should say. And yeah, gonna meet up with a friend in the morning. I have that other snowmobile stashed in the bush. So pretty excited to go out with somebody. I don't usually get a partner at trappings. Morning, guys. Made it through the night here. I think my sled just beeped. Sure, everything's good. Yeah, it's got a check engine light on. Oh, what the heck? Real quick. It's not the way to start the day after last night. Jeez. Okay. It's got oil. Oh boy. Not coolant. That's odd. That's odd. Not sure. Check engine light came on twice there, but it just went off as soon as it broke free. Don't know what the heck's going on, but I don't know. This trip up to the trap line is starting out pretty rough, but yeah, so everything's warmed up in here. I brought firewood in this morning. I cleaned up the floor. My water jug did burst, so Buddy's coming up here in a bit. He's gonna bring a bunch of water bottles up with him, but made breakfast, cleaned up. Didn't have any squirrels or mice in here last night, which was nice, but the flies are sure starting to come out of the wall. As soon as it warmed up, I had every 40 minutes or so I was chasing flies around the cabin, especially once the sun started coming up around 7. So it's probably 9, a little bit after 9 now, and we're gonna get out. A little bit of a late start, but that's all right. It was a late night last night with that brake issue, so hopefully we won't have any more issues today. We can get in a couple dozen traps, but okay, let's go. This is kind of cool. We just showed up to this first spot. I'm seeing these tracks here. Oh, you have to watch my step. But if you can ID what those are, they're pretty obvious, especially with that toe right there. You can see on the pad. See, there's webbing between the toes. 2 nice big slides right there, and that's fresh here. Looks like maybe last night. So we got a pair of otters moving up through this system here. I'm gonna track them down, follow them that way, and see if I can get ahead of them. They might only be in the next lake, so if I can get ahead of them there, I might have a shot at catching a couple otter. But yeah, if it would have been up here Thursday like I was hoping and been set up for beaver, I probably would have 1 or 2 here. So we're gonna get this put in. There used to be 4 live houses on this this lake. That one there is no longer active. The one across, straight across there, it doesn't look active either. That one might be. And this one definitely is. Like, you can see all the newer sticks on it. So I don't see a feed pile, but I know this is pretty deep water here. So I'll get set up and show you what I've done. So I got this house set up here. I got 4 conibears in. There's these 2 that are sideways on a single pole. The farther one you can see on the H stand, and then at the very end there's a hanging set. And I found a deep spot. Their run is huge. It's probably 6-7 feet wide here where they're coming through, and they're coming out under this bog. So I set a baited snare pole here, and I'm gonna let it freeze in nice and solid. So see what happens here, but we're gonna go to that next house, see if it's good and active, and if not, we're gonna head farther east to a slough, and then there's another lake right across there, and then we can skip up to the next 3 lakes from there as well. So well, we're driving along, coming off that far house. I don't know if you can see it down there. There's 2 houses. Far ones where we just sell those traps, and then I was following the Otter Tracks around. That house there, it has some fresh sticks on it, but there's no good entrance into it. So I started coming down the inlet, and right where I was going through, you can see that the otters were playing in here. So got a bunch of open water in this creek. I'm gonna go up and swing wide around it. I know there used to be an old house up there. We'll see if it's active again. But we're just gonna go to that first lake here, and then we'll head to the other lake after. But I wanted to see, maybe I can get an otter set in here. Holy cow. That's deep. It's in there. I was hoping they'd came and dove in that side, but it looks like they walked around here, they dove in, and they swam around in here, went under, and then over to that one, and they swam around down under there too, it looks like, because you can see they're all wet when they came out. So with any luck, these 2 will hook up, but we're probably a day or 2 behind them right now, so I'm guessing they made it up, and maybe I can get ahead of them there. So we just made it through. We came from down there. That's where those 2 Otter Sets we put in were, and then another pond on the way at a beaver house, but it looked a little bit more active than this one does. You can see some fresh sticks here, but I don't see any feed pile out in front again. I've never actually been on this lake before. I've never seen it with my own eyes. So we got this house right here, and you go all the way around. There's another house that doesn't look super active. Keep going. There's one across the way that looks good, and then there's 2 really big, really good looking houses over on that far side. So I'm gonna punch some holes here and see. Maybe they are active in this house. If they are, I'll set it up. But I'm probably just gonna mosey along the north side, and I don't know if I'll even bother checking that one. That one doesn't look fresh at all. So, well, those otters are having a blast around here. We're just at the last house. You can see that one there is the one we just set 4 traps on. So I guess I should, yeah, I should be very careful around here. Sounds like this is the run I'm standing on. Amazing how unpredictable this ice can be. It looks pretty decent until you get up close to it, and then you can see there's wide open patches. So basically where that narrows is right there is the edge of the trap line. So this is as far as I can go. I'm not going to bother going to that house or the house straight across. I don't think those ones are very active, but these ones sure are. So I'll just show you what we got going on here. I think well, this is the house here. So going around the back, I thought I found an entrance there, but it's all boggy. So they might be coming out underneath it, and I think they are. And they come through here. This is all their feed pile out underneath here and all through that area. And then they got some piled up here, and I think they've got a den that goes back that way. And I found a run, so I got one stand on there. Couldn't get anything in this guy. Right over here, I got a hanging set, and that's the main entrance into the house. And then there again, I was trying to find where they were, and it was a floating bog, but I made a hole in it and was able to get a stand through to the bottom. So hopefully that'll be 2 more beaver for tomorrow, and or 3, since we have 3 traps. But I'm gonna head back to the cabin. I guess Buddy just got there, so yeah, we'll go check in on him and maybe have some water and a sandwich, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, so we're up on another lake up towards the north end. Just put a conibear in the den here, and we got these 2 houses side by side. So yeah, get a few more traps in. We got a pile of other stuff set up, so hopefully we'll have some in the morning. But glad I have him helping to chip holes.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it, and we're north of 4 now.